Greetings, everyone. So today is Wednesday, and I get to be back on Instagram, and I'm just waiting for Adina. She's going to come, and we're going to talk about this Mercury energy for today. Hold on one second. Where's my shoot? Okay, let me see if Adina's here. Hello there. Hi there. Hello. Is Adina here yet? Adina, you know when you come in, you have to... Greetings, everybody. Okay, here's my phone. Just waiting for Adina. I'm here. She says she doesn't see me as a friend. That's weird. Huh. Okay. That's so weird. I don't even understand what she's saying. She said she doesn't see me as a friend. Why is that? All right. So weird. See, this is what Mercury retrograde does. It just comes in and messes up everything. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to search for Adina. All right. I'm going to send her a message. Hey. Okay, anyway, my desire is to have Adina come be with me. We've not done this together in a while since I've been kicked off Instagram, and now I'm back, but I'm still trying to get the let's see. Oh, here she is. Great. Perfect. Yay! We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay! Okay. Hi there.
I'm here. Oh, what is going on?
But I can't see you. That's so weird. I can hear you, but I
I
can't.
can see you now.
You
Oh
can't?
my
Okay,
goodness.
great. Can you guys see Adina? I can't see Adina, but I can hear you, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
And all right, this is Mercury retrograde. This is
Okay.
I keep telling y'all better pay
Thank you,
attention.
Mercury. We love you, Mercury. You ain't got to do us like this.
And honor Mercury retrograde because it does run interference in our personality, in our connections. Okay, great. You guys can see Adina. That's all that matters. Okay, great.
Okay.
So welcome everyone. Hi Adina, how you doing?
Hi.
How are you? I can't hear you. Like you're gone. Like I cannot hear you. That's so weird. Can you guys hear Adina? So weird. She's gone. Okay. Okay, now you're back.
Okay.
You were gone entirely.
He said, thank you for joining, like right in the middle of me saying I'm happy to be here.
That's hilarious. All right. It is what it is. That's why I honor all the energies. I honor it all because I'm clear that otherwise, like the invisible, the subconscious is where the power really is. And so, yay, she's back. Okay, great. So today's a Mercury day. Yes. And Mercury is moving, is retrograde right now. And it's retrograde in Gemini. So the first thing I want to say is for all of you guys who really want to learn how to use this energy, come register for my class. You have until tomorrow is the last day to register. We are really working on.
Get in there. It's a great class.
It is. And what we're doing is we're focusing on reprogramming ourselves because perception is how we create our reality. And Mercury and Gemini rules our perception. And perception always wins. It is such a fascinating thing about perception because what we know for sure is that two people can witness the same event and they are definitely going to have two different perspectives of it because they have two different perceptions. And that's why I'm always fascinated by conversations between men and women, us attempting to tell others how to function and how to be because they have a different perception. No one can ever see things the way you see it. It's just not possible. The beauty is being able to communicate what you see and what you perceive. Being able to be so clear about it that you can paint a real good picture of what it is you're experiencing so that others can have an understanding of it.
Yes. I feel like that's where compassion comes into with each other, is being compassionate to another view because they can't see it. Not thinking that they're stupid or wrong or, all of those things. They just really see differently. They have a different perspective. So
they have a different perspective, and your perspective and your perception includes everything that's happened in your life. It includes your childhood experiences. It includes how you relate. It includes everything. You bring everything with you to every experience. You cannot separate that stuff. And so, it's just what it is. So, but today, Mercury is our mind. It's how we think. It's how we communicate. It's how we perceive reality. And it's at the 4th degree of Gemini. And Gemini is the energy of curiosity. It's this energy that asks you to be willing to not know. It really is these Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. These are the internal worlds where we actually build and create the way we function so that then we can have the external experience. So with Mercury and Gemini, it's your thinking. Your thinking is painting your reality. Your thoughts are telling the world what you want to see. You are painting your reality through your thinking and perception. And the 4th degree is the degree of beauty. And so I like to say, okay, well, where can you find beauty? Where can you perceive beauty? Can you perceive beauty in something that's really difficult?
You can. It takes work, but you can. Yeah.
Are you willing to?
I'm willing. Because I want to shift stuff. I want to see stuff different. So I'm willing. I'm looking for it.
That's right. And so the thing that we get to understand is that, the universe is a combination of everything, and everybody has everything in them at varying degrees. Some people have more of this energetic of beauty. Some people have less of it, but that's not the point. The point is that everyone has it and you can cultivate it no matter what, right? So I grew up in an experience that was hella fucking harsh, but can I perceive beauty there? And when we are willing to perceive something, then the frequency has to go and call out the beautiful thing, right? That's what quantum physics is. Quantum physics says that because you see it, it's there. Now, if you don't see it, it's not there. So, so it's like if I look at something and I go, I see beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not, if I'm willing to see it, then beauty has to show up in
Show
that
yourself.
experience.
Find the beauty in the shit, y'all. Find the beauty literally in the shit. Okay? Something good came from that. Find it.
Find it, even if it's hard to find, even if it feels impossible.
It's
because
there.
that is how powerful you are.
Yes. Yes.
Right? So what you got? Where you perceiving beauty?
Girl, you know, that's the funny thing about finding beauty in the shit. I was thinking about how psilocybin mushrooms grow in cow dung. I'm like, hey, that's beauty and shit. Literal shit.
Yes.
But just looking at the flip side of something we think is so horrible, you know, it really rings true of not really judging a situation and just putting it in a box like there was nothing of value in it. There's something of value in everything. So get the lesson and then, you know, keep it moving.
That's
so
right.
I see the value of your life. You've shared so much with us about how hard your life was as a child. But look at you now. That's the beauty in all that you came through, that you stand on that and you have an understanding and you can relate to so many people because of how vast your experiences are. So I feel you. I feel you completely. And I'm willing to stand and to look for this value with you and for the beauty with you.
Yes.
So
It's such a gift because it's the real significance in it is understanding that we are powerful and that we are telling the universe what we perceive. And the hard part is that people it requires that you deny what you see with your physical eyes. Sometimes it requires that you don't rely on your physical reality. Because
your eyes be lying. Your eyes be lying. You know, you be seeing different stuff. What that song say? It wasn't me. Jackson said it wasn't him. Well, maybe it wasn't me.
Right. And sometimes that is challenging for people to deny what they see and call it something else. Yeah. Because it, you know, we in our culture, that's delusional. But that is the power. The power is you are the conduit for a new reality, and the new reality has to come through you. And so if you're not willing to see it any differently, it won't be any differently.
And you'll just be a part of someone else's delusion like we are right now. We're already in a hologram that was created outside of us, so why not create your own? You know, that's the part that they don't get, that we're acting out some creation that someone else took the time to think about. You know, as we take our power back, then we can create what we want. Recognize that that's a deep thought for folks. But if you're on this call, if you're listening to this, then you're open. You really are.
Yes. And that's I mean, it makes me so excited when I realize that I can, within the laws of the universe, right? There are laws in the universe. I honestly think that astrology are the laws, right? But within the laws of Gemini, I can tell the universe what it is I want to see. I can look at something and say, that is beauty. That is love. That is grace. That is freedom. Even if it's not. And the universe will have to make, if I'm willing to stand on that and I'm not willing to bend and make it something else, and if it's within the realms of the cosmic laws, then it will turn into beauty. It has to. It can only, like, we have dominion. That's the thing that I think is important for us to understand, is that we have dominion in this reality. And what does it take for you to believe and function as the dominant force here?
You know what? You hear people say, like folks who went to church, you have dominion over this, dominion over that. I never connected dominion with dominance. Like, for some reason, I just saw it as different. But just now, when you put it together, like, dominion is everything. We have dominion over it, then that means it's we get to name it. We get to call it. We are the leader. So step up.
Yes. Yes. And it's like, for me personally, like, subtly, I can feel the areas, you know, like, as a woman, because we've been conditioned to believe all these things about womanhood, right? That, for like the Bible used to say, you're here to serve your man and you're here to be all these sort of things. And so I was giving the Bible and Christianity dominance over my reality. Yeah. And so as a woman, I really believed that I needed a partner in order to feel valuable. That's what I believed. I needed a partner to feel valuable. I needed a partner to experience love. I needed a partner to feel, like I had some purpose, right? And all of that was giving dominion to something else. And when we realize that we are the power center, it's such an internal shift. It really is, because you then stop going to places looking for something. You start to realize, I'm going to bring it because I perceive it here. I'm going to be the conduit for what I desire to experience through my perception, through the story I tell about it. Everywhere I go, I'm loved and adored. Everything I do serves something greater than myself and helps myself and others become more aligned and attuned. That's all about dominion. Everything I think is in alignment with love and grace. That's dominion. When you say something like that, it's dominion, right? You're telling it what to be. And, and when you tell it from a place of conviction and love for yourself, like, you have to know that you have love for yourself. And when you speak it and know it, then it morphs. It just does.
It does. Like, you and I were having a conversation yesterday about women in our magic, and too many of our sisters not really being present in their magic. But as you understand your dominion, that wakes you up to your power and your magic, so that you can not be looking for everything outside of yourself. You are power source. If you're the power source, then that means everything plugs into you. I mean, it does. But right now, we're too many are sleeping power sources. They're still being used. They just don't know that that's what's being done. They're like a host, they're like parasites are feeding off of them, and they don't even realize that they're the power source. So this feels so amazing to me, and I'm excited to have women who watch this start waking up more and more to their power and the fact that we really are the light of the world. I mean, we are.
That's right. That's right. And because of it, like, when we understand, like, I was sharing with someone the other day, when I realized, after I had my son, and you have 3 sons, and I came out of the hospital, I'll never forget, like, walking down the street one day, maybe I had the baby, like, a month ago. And I was walking down the street and I was like, wow, every person I see came out of some woman's womb.
Yes. I had a profound respect for human beings, knowing that they were a part of love that way. Whereas before I could just, it's just whoever. It's just, even people that you thought is not so much. It's like, they came through this. They're here for a reason. You know how much life means when you give life like that.
Right.
So I feel you on that. It's a beautiful awakening to the beauty of humanity and how we're all connected.
Right. And it's and when we understand that, that we are the portal of creation, you are the portal of creation, and that what you say about the world, because you are the portal of creation, not just giving birth to children, but what you see, all of it is creative. Everything about you is creative. And the thing that one of the things that I just keep, I'm in such appreciation for learning from hard things, learning from negative, what we call negative, right? Understanding that everything, whether it's negative or positive, has some potential for creation. And if you stay in the negative and not just use it to propel you forward, then you will create negative things. But if you understand the value of the negative, if you understand the value that the negative brings something to the positive, then you can use the negative stuff. Sometimes we get so at odds with hard things that we just want to dismiss them. I feel like that came from white supremacy and this racist culture that we live in. You know, it's almost like the white brain decided that this is good and this, you know what I mean, like wealth and like one of the things that like, how do I want to say, it's like they created this false identity of what is worthy and what is valuable, but it's absent of any real humanity. It's absent. Like if you cut the shadow off, then you don't have any power, right? And when they've done that, people are running away from the hard things. It's like, you don't want the hard thing, but the hard thing is going to draw your power out of you.
Grow you. Yeah.
It's going to grow you. So tell me, just like with the sun in Taurus and you being a Taurus rising, tell me how this energy, because it's at the 20th degree, so it's already been here for 20 days. How's this energy working in your...
It's been feeling really yummy for me. You know, us Taurus energy people, we like all that sensory stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a long time that I was not aware that that's where that was coming from. Like I just identified with my Cancer sun, but not really understanding how my rising influences the things that I like around me. So I'm not in judgment about it. When I can, I honor those parts of myself and allow myself to have maybe a fuzzy blanket or to linger a little longer in bed or a beautiful meal, or just understand that that's just a part of my makeup. So I'm really thankful to understand these aspects of my being and not being and thinking, oh, I need to work all the time. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's like, no, sometimes you just need to just be, you know? Yeah. So that's how I've been engaging that Taurus energy and just, you know, feeling like it's my time too, even though I'm a Cancer.
Yes. It is your time, because the rising sign is actually more powerful than our sun sign, honestly, to me. We actually are governed by a rising sign. The thing that I have found really interesting about the Taurus energy is the sort of slowness and the comfort part. But I'm aware that Taurus, it's a tricky balance with Taurus, because you can become a prisoner to your comforts. Not you, but all of us can, right? So you need the things that make you comfortable and that make you feel better, but you can't get stuck in them.
That's true. What's your rising?
What's your rising? Pisces. My rising is Pisces. Okay. Because we're about to have a full moon in Scorpio, and Taurus and Scorpio ride the same axis. And so it's like Taurus is about your comforts, and then Scorpio is about what happens when you become addicted to your comforts.
Wow.
And you become obsessed with food, or you become obsessed with a lover, or you become obsessed with, right? It's like really being able to strike a balance, because otherwise it will dominate you and you will become a slave to the things that you need, right? Like you need food, but you don't want to be a slave to food.
Right.
We need the pain. We need the pain. Right?
Oh,
we need the pain, but we don't want to be a slave to the pain.
I'm done with slavery. Let's play it out.
Like really understanding that that there needs to be balance in all of that. So, all right, you guys, I just, do you have any intention for the Mercury retrograde? It's going to go until like June, I think June 6th or June 2nd.
I'm going to be real gentle with myself and with my electronics. Like, all right, electronics, now let's work now. Come on now.
Right.
Put positive energy on it on the front end, because fighting it is just futile. So, I'm going to lean into it, but also lead with some positivity on the front end. That's what I plan.
Yes, that's nice. I am using this Mercury retrograde to recode my perception, And how that's looking for me is, it's looking like I used to really put more value on the money and the results than I did on the work that gets you the results. And so I'm shifting my perception to understand that the work that we do is really valuable. And when we do it really well, it will garner tons of abundance. Money is one of those things, but it garners wealth in this way that not only touches me, but touches everybody that is with me. So I'm very grateful for that.
Ashe, the value's already there.
That's right.
Already there.
So thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. It's been a minute. I hope you guys are, like enjoying this time, and Adina and I are happy to be back in this way. So
we are. Thank you, Mom. Love you.
I thank you. Have a beautiful day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
See you later. Yes.